Hi, my name is Martin and I'm the founder of Optimist Studio. And today I'll show you how you can connect your Etsy shop to your Shopify with your shipping details. In Optimist Studio, we help people to automate processes. So in case you cannot follow all of the steps here or you need extra help with automating your Etsy or your Shopify store, make sure to contact me. All right, let's go. A common problem of Etsy is that we don't get the shipping details in Shopify. So today we'll look into how to connect Shopify and Etsy and not only connect them, but also get the shipping details properly. So in order to do that, we'll be using Zapier in the middle and with a very nice trick. So usually Etsy sends to your email confirmation with the order details. So get order confirmation to our email. And what you could do is you could manually put them to Shopify, but we can do better. What we will do is we will connect Zapier, and Zapier will process this order and then it will update it in Shopify. Also, something that often happens is that, for example, this connection here usually can be delayed up to 10 minutes. So what we will do is we'll make a retry mechanism here to make sure that if the order is not made yet, we are going to make it. So ready? Let's go. If you cannot follow all the steps of this tutorial and you need extra help setting up your Etsy store, your Shopify store, or any automation in your company, make sure to leave a comment and drop me a line. You'll find my contact in the description below, because this is literally what I do for a living. I help business owners to automate their processes. All right, so let's go with the tutorial. So I just created a new Zap on Zapier, and I'm gonna add the email parser. Essentially, the emails that we are receiving, they'll be parsed by Zapier. And from there on, we're gonna continue with the other automations. Email, we're gonna parse it. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna create a new mailbox. Okay, so the automation I'm gonna use is email by Zapier, and I'm gonna say, when I get a new inbound email, and here I would say Etsy automation at whatever other thing Zapier Mail wants to add. I don't mind. Okay, I click continue and test. So in order to test it, I would need to send one email with the order from Etsy. In case you haven't received any orders from Etsy, create one right now and make sure to populate some data so that we can use it for testing. Okay, so here I have the order already created. I'm hiding a little bit of the data around, but as you can see, that's a normal email that you get from Etsy because you've made a sale. Okay, from here on, I will just forward this to our automation email, which is Etsy automation, in this case, whatever, some email. Okay, and I'm gonna click send. Okay, now going back to Zapier, if I click test, I should be able to see this email coming. Okay, so back in Zapier, click the test trigger, and it may take like a minute or two, and we're gonna get the email coming in. You can see it, and you can see basically it's a lot of data coming in. We'll process it in the next step. So step 2 is to process this email, to prepare the data, and then integrate it to Shopify. So for the next step, we want to format this data coming from the email. So I'm gonna add the formatter by Zapier, and here in event, I will choose text. I wanna convert the text from it. And in transform, I want to get HTML into Markdown, and specifically the body of this email. So body HTML. And we click continue. We can test this step and see what data we're getting. So this is good, it's okay. For this, we'll use the formatter function, and we will choose to work with text and extract the order number from the text. First, we start with the order number, and then we're gonna get also all the shipping details. For this, we need to extract a pattern, okay? And the pattern here would be your order number is, because this is exactly what we receive from Etsy. For this, we want to say also we're going to add these special symbols, which I will also include in the description below. And this would mean that it would look for exactly the digits coming after the 2 dots. Okay, so we would want to look through multi-line and ignore where it's like, click continue, and we test the step. So we want to select the body plane. We want to select your order number is with the special characters after this. No for macho, yes for multi-line, no for dot all, and yes for ignore case. Okay, let's see, continue. We're gonna test the step. Okay, so as you see in output 0 is exactly the order number that I have, which is exactly the same one that is in my email. So that's great. Step 2 is done. Now let's move to step 3. For the next step, we will be working with the shipping details. We want to extract the order number regardless whether we are able to extract the shipping details correctly, because we want to also be able to send an error message in case something goes wrong. So for this part, we're going to use the code function. We're going to run JavaScript code. If you cannot code, don't worry, I'll provide you the exact code that you need. In input data, we're going to say we're going to work with the body of the email, and here we'll select the first step, so basically the inbound email from the body, and we're going to use the body plane. Okay, then I will paste here the JavaScript code that you need to insert. I also leave it in the description below. And as you see, we're going to basically just break the text into variables so that we can use them for the steps after. Okay, I'm going to test the step. And as you see, all the data is processed correctly. I have here the address, although it's obfuscated, and the recipient is okay. I can see a city, state, and zip address, the country, so all is good. Next, we will be making some conditional retries to make sure that we are processing the data correctly. So if the order is not yet existing in Shopify, we will actually add the retry mechanism. So the next step will be to connect Shopify and to update these fields. Go to Shopify and we'll choose the event to find order. Next, we'll be asked to connect our Shopify account. When you click on sign in, you will see a small window appear and you'll be asked to add there your account number. Your account number is this one. When you go to your Shopify account, you would see everything above, which is continuing after admin.shopify.com store, and then you'll have some number. So basically some digits. You would need to get those digits and paste them in this modal. Okay, so this is the modal, and I click yes, continue to Shopify. Okay, so now we're inside. I'll click continue. Okay, and in the next part, okay, we click continue. Okay, and next in row query, we will be looking for orders that start with Etsy.com, because this is the prefix that Etsy always puts. And then we'll be getting the output of our step 2, which is the order number. So we want the output 0, which in my case, it's this number. This will be dynamic for every email you get. We click OK and test the step. And as you see, I get all of the data out properly. All right, so with this, we have already found the order. Next, we want to populate the order. So for that, I'll add another Shopify connection, and I'll say that I want to update order. I'm gonna click continue, and the order ID will be the output of the previous step. And shipping address is everything that we have basically as an output of our code output in step 3. So here I will add the shipping address. So the address, then the city, and then we're going to go to continue and test the step. And we need to add also the first name and the last name which we got in the code step. So first name, in this case it's the Museo test, and we need to set up also zip code. Testing again. We need the state, which we'll add in province, and we need phone number. And for phone number, we'll add just several zeros because this is not something that Etsy asks for. So test again. And now we have successfully updated our order. And next we will want to add the retry technique in case we don't find the order here. Basically, we would want to just reiterate over this flow. So for that, I will add a loop. Basically here, the step before the find order, we can add looping, and we'll say that we want to create loop from numbers. Next, yeah, we can keep this as it is, up to 500 retries, and we can test it, and it works. Okay, that's good. So the next thing, we'll be looking for the order, and in case we don't find the order, what we will do is we'll do a retry technique. So here we will add splitter. So split into paths, and in case we succeed, path A would be to update the order, and if not, we'll delay and retry. When we say split into paths, we will need to define exactly what are we splitting. So here we have the loop and we have find order, and then we will be splitting into two conditions. Condition A is if we look for the order and we say that we found it. So basically we can look for the property found. Zap search was found, status true, and this exactly matches true. We will continue and we will update the order. And in case it's not, basically if found is anything else but true, does not exactly match true, we will retry with a delay. Here we'll say that we want to put a 5 minutes delay for configure minutes, and we want to put 5 minutes. Okay, we'll click continue, and yeah, you can test this, but it will tell you, okay, I ran it and I can wait for 5 minutes. When we go through that path, essentially this means that we will delay and then we will retry the loop, and otherwise we will just update the order. And so something interesting that we can add here, I've realized the maximum number of loop iterations should be actually just 5. When we find the order and split into paths, we want not only to make sure that the order exists, but also and. So basically in that order, we don't have the address. So we can just filter by the address field and billing shipping address. So we can say shipping address is empty, or shipping address does not exist. Okay, so only in this condition we'll be actually going through finding the order, and only if there isn't the shipping address, we'll update the order. And if not, we will return back to the loop. We'll look for the order, we will check, oh, no address. Okay, delay for 5 minutes and try again. So in this case, as soon as we do the order, we'll basically just enter 4 more times here, but the loop would end immediately without any condition being, because in this condition we say that this should not be true. So anything else essentially would be discarded. This is it. We are ready to test now. So let me test this step here. Okay, that works well. And now we are ready with our automation. Now we can also publish this You can do a test run with the tested email that you have, or in case you have received, you want to test again, creating new order. In my case, I'm publishing, and I also set up my email to be automatically forwarding the orders to this Zapier inbound email. And with that, now I will be able to test whenever I create a new order. So with this, we have the automation up and running. And what I would suggest you to do is to automate the emails coming from your email, Etsy email, that have the title of new order coming in, to be automatically forwarded to the email address that is in your Zapier account. And if you're interested in checking all the links and all the codes and all the setup, make sure to drop them in the description below. A few days passed since I recorded this video and I started editing, and then I figured that this automation was not very consistent in terms of finding the exact phone number and the order number, so it would just not come out every time consistently because of the format of the Etsy emails, depending on the type of payments they make. So I made a slow revision for that I want to present to you as a bonus chapter. So I will show you out right now. One of the options that you can use to automate this and make it a bit more consistent is to use AI for it. So basically use AI to analyze the data and just get all of those properties all at one place. And I'll show you exactly the prompt that I'm using for it and how you can set it up. So as you see, I already have it running for a few days now, and it's performing a lot better. So the prompt goes like this. I also put it in the description below, but essentially like you would just tell the AI to extract the content from the email that comes in. And in more details, we just put the body HTML of the order coming in, and we take the order number, the country, the state, address, city, zip code, first name, last name, and phone number all in. Phone number is optional because depending on the payment method on Etsy, the phone number may or may not be filled. So if it's not, we just tell it to put zeros. And yeah, as you could see in the data here, although some part of it is hidden, you can see basically phone number did not come in. So we just put like zeros there, and we continue the same way. The flow goes absolutely the same way from there on. We're creating a loop with the numbers. So we want to execute this 5 times with 5 minutes difference in between. We want to find the order, and then we're going to be checking whether we have that order and there is no shipping address, and then we're going to update it. Or if there is no order like that, we're just going to retry in 5 minutes. Basically, this should be more consistently performing, at least from my observation. This is what's working way better. So yeah, let me know if you try one way or the other. The downside of this one is that you would need to enable the paid Zapier for it because the AI feature is paid. But yeah, the savings that you're getting from that is not to do it manually, I think are great. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about this one and whether it works well for you as well. And if you liked this video, you would definitely like the other video about marketing automations. So make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.